हेलो एवरीवन, नमस्कार। एक बार फिर से मैं इस वीडियो को बनाने के लिए तैयार हुआ हूँ और दिमाग में कुछ बात आ रही है मैं जो आपसे शेयर करना चाहता हूँ। और पिछले कई वीडियोस से मैं सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ एंड अपने चैनल पे एंड आई एम ट्राइंग टू क्लैरिफाई दैट how human exist today's modern civilization exists in a society which is full of some complex activities and complex system which exist today to control human lives and people who are looking for justice, they are denied justice at some point of time, and although they get justice, maybe may not be, I don't know, but the way the systems have been built, which is convenient for one, inconvenient for others, and several gaps exist. The gaps are too steep for some, too shallow for others. Maybe I can't say exactly, but it's quite visible from the justice delivery and the justice mechanism which exists in our society. So looking at that thing means from quite few last series of videos that I've been making, I've been talking about the death of Sushant Singh Rajput, and I have, making specific points about, the the way the case is being handled and why not, the system is pressing for a CBI inquiry in his mysterious death, and since it is evident from the death marks from on his necks that he has been strangulated and murdered rather than being giving a suicide angle to it, and I think some fishy angle is there, and quite some some forces are working behind to stop going into the hands of proper investigation teams which can make clear doodh ka doodh and pani ka pani. But I don't know what even after a deep anger and anguish among people and his fans, there is no orders as such being given even from the central government. And today I thought I should make one very specific thing. Means today I was thinking, how human society exists today. Today I was thinking, just looking at some dacoit who was killed today, Vikas Dubey, who was some sort of a headache, for the administration and the society that will live. And I don't know how many Vikas Dubey like people exist in our society, in every state of our country. Nearly each and every state of our country, do have people like Vikas Dubey who play, with the laws. They play with the laws. They flaunt their muscles. They have some, they give damn about the system. We are talking about the corrupt system that exists inside society, and the way society is being run, by some crook and corrupt people. And there is no transparency, although it exists. Transparency exists on the paper, on the book called constitution and all those things, but on the ground, on the reality, nothing is happening as such. And means justice is delivered. People, poor people, even basically the poor and the middle class, lower middle class people, they struggle to, to get the justice instantly. And even though odds are against them, and the system that act for them, that and so everybody is familiar of all those things. So right now what I'm trying to say is, we know Sushant Singh Rajput's death will go in vain. Why? Because there will be no investigative agency investigating the case, because maybe some K gangs which are active in Bollywood, who controls Bollywood, several K gang activists and people who looks very different and run some charitable agency just for dikhavas, for fake things, and their narratives are quite different to what they flaunt in the general public. They try to be nice, but they are not what they look like, I think, I suppose. And that's how society as well, works that way. We can say that in each and every state, people like Vikas Dubey is there, and people like some other, terrorizing agencies rule the society, hidden somewhere, and they control the entire system. And these things happen due to the hunger for power, the power which corrupts the mind, and you know uh, they want to rule, and the ego which plays an important role in grabbing the power. Once you get the power, you become power mad, and you try to control each and everything in and around you, or you think, means it is creating obstacle in achieving something on your path. You try to you know to set aside and then move ahead, whether it is good or bad for the society, or for the system, or for the individual. You do to advance your power, advance your grabbing mind, and you try to take whatever comes to your way, once you think that you are the person who can rule the world like anything. So society, to cut short, I want to say society as a whole runs that way. Several people in different strata of life faces so many problems, from an individual, from certain group of people, the injustice that is being delivered by them, but still the society exists. The power sharing struggle, the sharing of pie which exists. Everybody wants to have their share of pie which exists, no matter what. And people are used, people are thrown, people are used the way some individuals who wants to have the entire society in their hand, want to rule the nation or society as a whole. They try to control the people, their mind, their ethics. They impose their will on them, as a result of which chaos starts. It starts the heating up of society, as a result of which it results in chaos, as a result of which again it turns back into that the injustice which is done in a way that it does not suits the human ethics. In a civil society, we call it a civilized society, but that exists only inside the books. So to say that people like Sushant Singh Rajput can't get justice, I don't know what other people, like Vikas Dubey got instant justice. Yeah, why? Because he had murdered so many people, and he was like a Bahubali, a corrupt person. So people like Vikas Dubey exist in different parts of the state of India, like Bihar, UP, MP, Punjab, and other states of the nation. Each and every state have a people like Vikas Dubey, but nobody give a damn about, because some sort of connection or nexus is there between the people like him and the other people there in power, in order to help them grab their share of pie, their share of power in the society, and they want to rule it, they want to control it, they want to make use of it, whatever comes their way, so that they remain in power. So basically society is nothing but means a strata of people where powers, sharing of power is there of some sort at each and every level, and hence it is being optimized somewhere, so that the strongest one rules the weakest, and and in the name of certain laws and whatever, they tries to control the madness, which erupts inside people's mind, what this chaos is set up. So say to say, I don't know what to say, in what term you call this society as a civil one. I just can't fathom up. You cannot say that we live in a civilized society. To some extent yes we do, to some extent yes it is not, because when you see injustice being meted out to the people or done to the people, you can't say that justice is being done, justice is being served in some way to the poorest of poor, or people who are fighting to get the justice, the real people who are the result of injustice. you know People are looking for it, but they can't. They just die, some they just die inside, trying to get the justice. So that is what, with some sort of chaos is there inside a society, which is making the society burn at some level from deep inside, and that's what set the chaos, that what sets it's burning. And then whatever smoke comes out of it, some people higher up the ladder, they try to control that smoke. They want to rule that, the chain, the layers, by doing anything that they can do, to control it. Sam dam dand bhed, and that's how you rule society. So society is being built, in such a way that it becomes easier for one and to rule, and the ruled class, feel that yes, we are being ruled and we are being delivered what we fathom of, or what we aspire for. And in short, we can say that it is the mind which is controlling everything in the society. The rich class, the middle class, and the poor, all of them are interconnected in some way or the other. And who controls what, it is up to the you know the the minds to see how it is being ruled. And one just needs to see it clearly, and then talk accordingly, and then sets up certain mechanisms in order to clear it. As I say, three things can't be clean: the environment, the society, and the political system. This can never ever be clean. We can't have a society free of corruption. We can never have, till people exist, till human are there on this planet, in the civilized society. Corruption, pollution, political misconduct which is there, it is going to stay. Nobody can, till human ego is there, till human aspirations are there, evil aspirations are there, I don't think it is possible to have a clean society as a whole. And to clean and just society, everybody don't get justice the way they should have. And sometimes even the innocent one bear the brunt of the harsh justice which is being given out to them. So in a way, we live in a world which is full of chaos, full of dark secrets, full of heat, and full of hunger for power grabbing, and the ruling class tries to rule the society as a whole. So I think it is up to the people to understand very very gently, and spread the message, and then set up a system so that it can be cleaned in such a way that everyone in the society gets a proper share of their, and everyone is treated fair and just in the system which we call it a society. So that is how I look forward. I don't know why and how, but Sushant Singh Rajput death should be given a CBI inquiry order, so that he can rest in peace. And I'm telling you time and again, till he meets the justice, we people like me will keep talking about him, will keep talking for him till justice is served unto people like him. So see you in other video. Good night, and God bless. Jai Hind.